Hello, this is Allison Church again. I thought today I would talk about the most important and probably the most terrifying thing anyone has ever gone through, and that was coming out. My D-Day was November 7th, 2020, and I had been at that time working at this place for over 14 years, and never once had I hinted or came to confess to anyone that I was transgender. I'm pretty up here in ages now. I'm not going to tell you my age because it's a woman's prerogative to keep that to herself. Um, but no spring chicken either. I've held that inside me, oh God, for a long time now. And when I finally did come out, it was like an enormous weight was taken off my shoulders. And also, there was the reality of having to tell those people after the weight had been lifted. So I went in to my work, asked to talk to my supervisor, and I wanted to do it in private. I rarely do this, and it sent up eyebrows and inquiries all over the place that, why was I going to talk to my supervisor in our office? Well, even though I came out on November 7th, I had been taking hormone treatments and doing hormone replacement therapy since August of that year. And I knew when I started I would have to tell them, because if I didn't, sooner or later, um, things would start to show. And so I told her that I was diagnosed with gender dysphoria and that I was going to transition from a male to a female. I waited. I stared at her, but at the same time I found myself constantly casting my eyes to the ground because I was preparing myself for rejection. Don't ask me why. You would think that working with someone 15 years, 14, 15 years, you'd get to know them. But in a situation like that, you don't know nothing because you have to wait for the other shoe to fall. Well, she looked at me with this sense of she had this look like someone gave her a dose of Novocaine. And then she just said one word. Okay. Just as simple as that. It was a terrifying moment. It was a watershed moment. It changed me forever. Because up until that time, there was always this elephant in the room that I couldn't acknowledge that I saw, or I'd drown in denial trying to pretend that it wasn't there. I'm sure that other people who are gay or non-binary or even asexual people, I'm sure they go through this agony too, because I think it's a universal truth that we all fear the unknown. And even though we know ourselves, how others relate or react to who we truly are is a mystery until we cross that threshold. There are people watching this, I hope. And they are getting ready to go through the same thing, their own moment of truth. What I can assure you, my friends, is that there are people out there who care for you. You are special. And in the universe entire of time and space, there will never, ever be another one of you. You are totally unique to this galaxy. Learn to love who you are. It was a good moment when I finally came out, because then I could be Allison, and My life has been an adventure ever since. There are things that I learn every single day. There are questions that I have. Like, how can you go through a day without getting hair out of your face? Stuff like that. You know, putting on makeup, that's an adventure. We got to talk about that one day. But coming out was a good thing. Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you, so just know that the time that you spend here is valuable to me. And I hope and pray that at least for this trivial amount of time that I've taken the troubles away from your day. So this is Allison Church, wishing you a very good day and hoping that we can talk again in the future. Bye-bye.